live stream through San Diego Comic-Con 2019 to see if the cell phone gods are with us today for doing this live stream, because there are a lot of people here and the cell phone service isn't that good. So I'm going to flip this around so you can see forward instead of seeing me. If you're on this, hey Trent Tomlinson, welcome. Thanks for joining in. I'm curious, have you seen any of the other fits and starts of this I've done, or is this the first time it's gone live? I'm going to hope this will actually hold solid for a while, because I've been having some trouble getting it started. But for those of you that are on the live stream, welcome. If you're watching the archive, this is part of my series on Comic-Con 2019. I'll be walking through a whole bunch of different parts of the convention on different days. So if this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe so you can stay subscribed and see everything for the next few days. In this video, I'm going to be walking through the major parts of the convention, and so that's essentially the middle where like the big booths are. So from about aisle 1900 to about aisle 4000 is what I'll be doing in this live stream today, provided that the Wi-Fi gods are with me. And someone says need alert, John Allen says need alert. I think he means nerd alert. This is definitely an event that is a nerd alert. This booth sells magic wheelchairs, or it's a non-profit that builds magic wheelchairs for kids. Look how cool that is. You can get yourself a magic wheelchair or donate some money so some kids can get a magic wheelchair. Comic-Con is all about cosplay. We've got Spider-Man right here. You'll be seeing plenty more cosplay as we go around. Think Geek is there in the back. Think Geek, I love to buy things from Think Geek. They are like the geekiest store ever, right? And there's, by the way, there's totally a difference between nerds and geeks, and Comic-Con would be the kind of place that you would have that discussion about what's the difference between a nerd and a geek. Friendly people from the booth right here. Hey there. Noobmaster69 says he would like me to go to the Marvel booth. I will go to the Marvel booth at some point here, Noobmaster. At the Think Geek booth, Think Geek was recently bought by like GameSpot, so they've actually officially gone out of business or something like that as their own website. They recently did a clearance sale, but they've got, you know, little Chewbacca's, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes, everything that is really geeky. Popular thing at Comic-Cons are these like mystery box type places. These are here every year. I don't know who buys these things, but this place, the boxes are different themes. You can get a Bob Ross box. You can get some blind boxes. You can get a Marvel box. You can buy 2 boxes. You can get a bonus box for free. Now, Comic-Con, sometimes people call it Line Con, because one of the things you're going to see walking around here, you're going to see lots of lines. Of course, they tell you this area along the wall is the Comic-Con line staging area. No standing or sitting in the line standing area unless you're part of the line. This is Tamashi Nations, which sells these neat Japanese figures. And if I can squeeze through this aisle here, challenging thing about Comic-Con really is just walking around, because it gets so busy. And often a lot of the artists come, they'll sign posters. We got some poster right here. And here's some of the figurines that Tanami Nations has on display. They often sell event exclusives, things that you can just get here at Comic-Con. And so many companies do this. Hasbro is one of the most popular with the Hasbro booth. And if you want to buy things from the Hasbro booth, you often have to get tickets, and it's like a lottery, and you have to stand in line for hours. And so it is truly just for the dedicated people to do that. Take a look at some of these figurines here. These are little Sailor Moon figurines. Sailor Moon, one of these popular Japanese anime characters that kind of waxes and wanes, gets more popular. There's some awesome hair. There's awesome hair. Matthew Stanford joining the live stream from the UK. Thanks very much. I appreciate you joining in. Aaron has joined in from Canada. Thanks for joining, Aaron. Okay. So I mentioned the Hasbro booth. Hasbro is right here. We'll go take a look at the Hasbro booth so you can see what all the excitement and insanity in the Hasbro booth is. And why people might choose to line up for hours and hours. By the way, I'm curious for those on the live stream, how does the audio sound? I'm trying a new microphone setup this year. I've got headphones in, so theoretically I can monitor myself, and I've also got a lavalier mic right here, so that's what's doing the audio right here. All right, great. I'm glad it is fine, so thank you for that report. All right, so here in the Hasbro booth, we can get some vintage Hulks. Get the Star Wars action set, Star Wars The Black Series Sith Trooper, the original Boba Fett, Disney Princess Comics. It's really kind of a collection of everything. My Little Pony. And some of these things, this has no limit, but if you want to get the Star Wars Luke Skywalker Jedi set, that is a limit from 2. David says, wish the camera quality was better. Yeah, the issue is not the camera per se, because this camera can record in 4K. The issue is just the cell phone bandwidth in the convention center.
Dude, I saw you on YouTube.
It's really bad. Right on. Hey, it's a live stream. Do you want to say hi to 42 people? Yeah, right on. All right.
I was checking out your top 10 picks, do's and don'ts.
Right on. Thank you very much. You want to wave? All right. I like yellow. Good deal.
Right on, man. You have a good one, bro.
Here, here's a card.
Right on.
All right. It's always cool to get spotted by some fans, especially fans dressed as Pikachu in yellow outfits. Here's some cosplay. Oh, look at the clown right here. This guy comes every year. Sesame Street, 50 years and counting. Noob Master 69 asks if I have a favorite Marvel movie. I like a lot of the superhero movies, and this will show my lack of cred, whether it's Marvel or DC. But Deadpool, Ant-Man, I think those are all fun movies. So the Hasbro booth definitely usually has 2 halves. So that half over there, that was the store half. But this half over here, this is the display half, where they're showing off their new products that they may or may not actually be selling here.
Gotta keep these guys moving. Keep it moving, guys. Push it forward. Gotta keep moving, guys. Gotta keep moving.
Yeah, let's go around this mob because this mob isn't moving. Jason Wood asks if HBO has a booth. I don't know yet because I literally just got here. Oh, that's some pretty neat cosplay. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Fortnite. Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. This is from Gentle Giant Studios. They make figurines as well. Collectible figurines, I would say, are one of the most popular things at the convention. And I think where are they taking your picture in over there? I'm not sure what that little bubble is. Okay, so here in the Hasbro booth for Transformers, they're showing off a bunch of different Transformers figurines. JP says he hopes I can stream the Popeye panel today. Comic-Con does not allow live streaming from any of the panels, so I will not be live streaming the panels because I actually want to stay at Comic-Con all 4 days. All right, I'm gonna go this way. Here's the My Little Pony booth, thing that says, I love the 80s. I bet My Little Pony does love the 80s. People taking some pictures there. Mind if I just squeeze through here? Thank you very much.
No, yours is the Power Ranger one.
The Hasbro booth, they've got some Spider-Man branded merchandise. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here's a cool photo op spot. That's cool. And Noob Master says Marvel, yay. This is not the Marvel booth. There will be more Marvel coming up. But continuing, here's some more Marvel stuff. This is from Captain Marvel. Here at Captain Marvel, we've got, of course, Captain Marvel, some various gear. We've got Thanos right there. Got this guy. Why don't we have Groot? Where's Groot? We've got Disney Princess Comics. In here we've got more Marvel. We've got the Marvel Legends series. There's a lot of Marvel figurines in there. This is another big setup for the Marvel Legends series. I mean, this whole glass panel shows a lot of figurines. They've got some various guns for Fortnite and Nerf. Negan's Mayo Sandwiches has joined in. He wants to know where the Walking Dead booth is. I don't know, because I just got here about 30 minutes ago, and you are experiencing this convention as I am experiencing this convention. Hey, Magic the Gathering, there's some hats here for Magic the Gathering. I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering, collectible card game. This one right here, this is the Good Luck Trolls. Did you know that trolls are good luck? Well, apparently they are. You can bring back your own Good Luck Troll. Here's some merchandise from Overwatch. Death Sighted 666 says they will be here tomorrow, and they want to know what the weather is like. It's pretty pleasant. In the morning, it's overcast, probably about 75 degrees Fahrenheit right now, partially cloudy. So pretty good for Comic-Con. Comic-Con can be pretty bad when it is really hot. Here's some Hasbro merchandise from Star Wars. You got Chewbacca, R2-D2, Yoda, big figurines, little figurines.
Everybody wants to play Magic.
And this will bring us over to the Star Wars booth. One of the biggest booths at Comic-Con every year is the Star Wars booth. And what's really neat is they have a lot of like independent vendors that sell their own Star Wars merchandise. So it's not just the same crap over and over again. If you want to get your Han Carbonite there, you can. Just $199. Hang that up over your bed. Look, this is pretty cool. This little pen holder right here, paper clips. It's the Space Slug Desk Organizer. It's pretty awesome.
So, do you want the stand to go with it?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back this way to avoid the crowd. So here we've got the Star Wars X-Wing game. Looks like a new game with some collectible cards, some X-Wings. Mohammed wants to know what time is the Marvel panel. I do not know what time the Marvel panel is because I've not memorized the entire schedule. But if you go to San Diego Comic-Con's website, you could go see the whole schedule up there. And if I did that, then I wouldn't be able to live stream anymore. This looks like another Star Wars game. The Star Wars Armada Super Star Destroyer expansion pack. Okay, let's dive into the Star Wars booth. You can see this is a big booth. It is popular. Still has a lot of people in it. But that's where we're going to go in too. So for those of you who are going to come to Comic-Con, hope I'm showing you things you might want to see. And for those of you who can't tune in from around the world, well, you get to experience a little bit of Comic-Con. Bertie Alexander is joining in from India. So that's awesome. Thanks for joining in, Bertie. By the way, if you're enjoying this live stream, if you would just give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you've got some other friends that you think would love to join in, please do share it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever your social media is. I will be going for at least another hour today, so maybe longer. I will be live streaming for however long my battery runs for today. So we'll see how long the battery on this Android phone and the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 lasts. This is neat. This is a booth that sells Star Wars clothing for pets. So if you ever wanted you a pet to have like a little Boba Fett shirt, you can get that here. JP's joined in from Manila, Philippines. Thanks, JP. Hey, I appreciate it. This is the Nixon part of the Star Wars booth. Hey, how you doing? Very good. It's 87 people on the live stream, so yeah, come see the Nixon booth. There's fun people.
How's it going?
We got the Star Wars watch right here. Convention exclusive, only at San Diego Comic-Con. The Stormtrooper white. I think that's a good one. I wonder if they have anything in yellow. You know, I always wear yellow watches. Yellow's probably not a Star Wars color. This is their case of all their other watches in the Nixon booth. They've got one that's kind of a BB-8 color in the back. Here's some Star Wars t-shirts. And I'm gonna go back this way. Her Universe comes here every year. It is kind of a clothing brand, particularly for girls, to enjoy cosplay. So Her Universe typically has a fashion show as well. Been to that once or twice. Heroes and villains, you can get some Star Wars themed backpacks in here. Rebel Scum.
Thanks, gents. Appreciate it.
They've got some Star Wars pinball machines back here. Oh, and this is kind of cool. You can get Star Wars porcelain figures. Look at this. This figure is entirely made out of porcelain. And if you're curious how much Queen Amidala is $3,900. Limited to 1,000 Queen Amidalas. And behind it, there are those pinball machines, Star Wars pinball machines. Jamie says we watched your live stream last year. Hey, Jamie, thanks. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. And David's joined in from Canada. Thanks, David. VT asks if I've run into Darth Vader. I have not run into Darth Vader yet. We were recently at Disneyland at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We did do kind of a meet and greet with Darth Vader there, which was pretty fun. It was a pretty good Darth Vader character. This is Geek Tikis. They are like tiki cups and things like that are Star Wars inspired. Look at that. That's cool. You can have like a margarita or something out of the Millennium Falcon. Or if you prefer, the Death Star. Veronica says, yeah, made it to the live stream. Thanks for coming in, Veronica. Dale Cake says, yes, Geek Tiki. I'm curious, does anybody on the live stream have a Geek Tiki? But that is pretty geeky. Oh, here's a couple kids that are dressed as stormtroopers. That's so cute. I think kid cosplay and pet cosplay are some of the cutest things at Comic-Con. Oh, here's some Star Wars shoes. You can get yourself a pair of Luke Skywalker kicks. These shoes are by Tom's. What we got here? We have a traffic jam here. It's everybody's so excited about this merchandise. We have a tendency to get stuck. Okay, this is Star Wars jewelry. You can get some Star Wars rings. You can get a Tatooine medallion. You can get an At Walker necklace. You can get some Jawa earrings. That's pretty cool. Oh, and here's another set of the rest of those Geek Tikis that are small. Sage Archer says he has a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Geek Tiki. Very cool, Sage Archer. What do we got here? Oh, we got Star Wars socks. Look at this.
Did you get your tiki?
No.
It's $11. Is this there?
You can get some R2-D2 socks. You can get the X-Wing socks. You can get socks for the 3-Porg Moon. Always wanted a 3-Porg Moon. In addition to that, they got shirts too. Who are you calling Princess? Princess? Hey. And this is essentially the end of the Star Wars booth. Can't Stop Line says, these are not the socks I'm looking for. You're right, they are not the socks I'm looking for. Here's some Star Wars, like, greeting cards. You get the, it's a trap. Where's the party at? Pew, pew, pew. Born. You were born for greatness, of course. Oh, this is the Hallmark booth. This is the Star Wars Hallmark booth, which, you know, when I think of Hallmark, I think of, like, boring stuff from like the 70s, but actually they do a really good job on Star Wars merchandise. Definitely not the things when I think of a Hallmark store that I think of. When I do think of Hallmark, I think of Christmas, and I think of Christmas trees, and I think of Christmas ornaments, so they have a whole bunch of Star Wars ornaments as well. All right, let's go back out towards the middle aisle again. It is currently 11 a.m. on Thursday here in San Diego, July 18th, first day of Comic-Con. Exhibit hall's been open for 1 or 2 hours, depending upon how you count it. I got in at 10 a.m. because it took me like an hour to drive 5 miles, the last 5 miles to the San Diego Convention Center to park. It was crazy. And if you say, Chris, why do you park and not take the trolley? Well, because I have a whole bunch of camera gear, and so I don't want to lug that around with me. These are a whole bunch of different Star Wars costumes. This is really neat. Here's the Stormtrooper costume, and I think these are probably original costumes. This is the Imperial Stormtrooper. This is the Imperial TIE Fighter pilot. Just so you can see, these are big. They're not small, right? Compared to the size of the people there, these are neat. The Imperial Death Trooper. There's the Red Stormtrooper. A lot of different Stormtroopers. You know, when you see them all together. There's the Shore Trooper. There's the First Order TIE Pilot in black. In gold, we've got Captain Pashma. And then finally another First Order Stormtrooper in the back. Death Sighted 666 says you can take the hotel shuttle. Probably could, but then that also doesn't give me a place to like put anything that I buy or things like that. Javier Ortiz asks if I can go to the Funko Pop section. I will go to the Funko Pop section not today. I will go to the Funko Pop section tomorrow. So tune into my live stream tomorrow morning about the same time. Or if you're watching the archive and you're like, I'm here for the Funko Pops, look for my part 2 or day 2-1. The convention center is so big, there is really no way that I could do everything in one live stream, particularly because the batteries on my phone only last about 2 hours. So this is the Lego booth, and obviously Star Wars is popular, so they've got a red Stormtrooper built out of Legos. Pretty neat. Next to the Star Wars booth is the Viz Media booth. They've got Sailor Moon, Sailor Stars. We've got Sailor Moon there in the back. Oh, thank you everybody for saying that the Red Stormtrooper was a Sith Trooper. I appreciate it. People often watch these later and say, Chris, you're not a geek. You don't know all these things. And I'll tell you, there's just so much pop culture here to try to remember all the names off the top of my head while I'm also trying to talk and not run into people is challenging. So I may seem less informed than I actually am because I'm trying to do about 22 things at once. What do we have right here? What's this guy? One Punch Man. You can get like a One Punch Man headset here. You get this, put it on your head, and I can turn this camera around. There you go. What do you think? It's a good look for me? I think it's a pretty good look for me. All right. I'll put that back there in case somebody else wants it. All right. And I don't know what this big line is for. You know, sometimes at Comic-Con when you see lines, there are just like so many lines. You have to be like, hey, what are you in line for? And you'll find out it's like the most obscure thing. But when there's a convention that has 130,000 people that come to it, there's bound to be at least 100 people that are interested in that obscure thing. Here at the Viz Media booth, let's take a look at what they've got for sale. Things for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, My Hero Academia, Shonen Jump, that One Punch Man, Sailor Moon, and Megalobox. So some people ask me to go to the Marvel booth. I'm walking in that general direction. These are some smaller booths over here on the side, so I'm going to save those for a little bit later. I'm going to continue walking through the big booths. This is the Dark Horse booth. Govind on the live stream said, seriously, Chris, you're so lucky. You know, it is challenging to get to Comic-Con every year to buy the tickets. There is a little bit of luck involved, but there's also a little bit of perseverance. It's certainly lucky to live in Southern California that I get to go to Comic-Con every year. And people often ask me, Chris, what do you most look forward to at Comic-Con? Is there a particular thing? And honestly, I like the whole convention. You know, Comic-Con has changed from being strictly about comic books and being in the basement to really being a pop culture convention about everything pop culture. It's a great way for me just to up my geek cred every once in a while, see what's popular. There's a Game of Thrones panel today, so lots of people are waiting in Hall H for the Game of Thrones. If you are familiar with Comic-Con, you've probably heard of Hall H. These exhibit halls that I'm in on the ground floor, they all have a name, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And those are all the ones that make up the exhibit hall. The end of the exhibit hall, then the last hall they use for all the big stars to come to, and that one is Hall H. People stand in line for days to get into Hall H. I kid you not, people camp out and stand in line for days to get to Hall H. So people ask me, Chris, are you going to get into Hall H? Are you going to try to get into Hall H? Are you going to try to see something there? I only do that generally towards the end of the day when everybody's left Hall H to get into Hall H for the next day. So that is generally when I go to Hall H. I am usually in there every year for the Kevin Smith panel. Kevin Smith is typically here every year, and he does a really good panel. This is the Marvel booth right here. Marvel booth is pretty popular. They do a lot of stage shows. I'll be back here on Saturday for the Marvel Cosplay contest. If you want to see more of that Marvel cosplay, I've got videos from last year. If you search for Best Marvel Cosplay 2018, you'll find last year's contest. Generally, their booth doesn't actually have a lot that you can get up close and personal to, because they have a lot of like signing type things. You can pick up posters, something for Freshmen or Young Guns or Absolute Carnage #1. They've got back here the PlayStation VR Marvel Iron Man. This is like, you know, the world we've turned into where nobody looks with their own eyes. Everybody's got some glasses on, and they're in their own little virtual world. So you can see a little bit of what they can see in there.
Oh, really?
They're also promoting Marvel Superhero Adventures, Marvel Rising, and one more that I can't see. There was a question of who is Kevin Smith? Kevin Smith, he's a movie director, producer, writer. He's famous for writing Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Clerks. He's also famous for having been a pretty big guy and having been like kicked out of Southwest Airlines, something like that. Actually, he's thin now, so he's not as big anymore. But he gives a great just kind of Q&A session talking about what it's like to be a movie producer. Electric Rick joined in and said, it's great watching the show from my living room. Hey, thanks, Electric Rick. Probably easier to do that than to make it down here. I was saying earlier, if you didn't hear it, that to go about 5 miles took me an hour to get to the convention center today. That's just how many people are getting down here and how bad the traffic is. So yeah, coming to Comic-Con, you can just tell by all the people here, it's an effort for sure. but it's worth it. This is the other side of the Marvel booth. They are showing off some Marvel branded Adidas shoes. This is Marvel's Spider-Man stealth shoe right there. This is Marvel's Iron Spider right there. And they got a upside down basketball hoop right there. That they're taking some pictures. Here's some close-ups of those shoes.
Yeah, it's not my job to police the guy behind
KE says, thanks for showing us around. Can't make it myself, but definitely appreciate YouTubers like you. Hey, thanks, KE. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you like this and you're new here, definitely hit the thumbs up button. I will be live streaming all weekend. So if you want to catch the other live streams, make sure to hit the subscribe button. You'll see all the other videos I'll be doing. As I do them, you'll get the notification. And if you've got other friends that you think should get in on this, definitely share it with them. I will be live streaming today for at least another hour, so they got plenty of time to get in on it, and live streams the next couple days as well. Nude Master wants me to turn around. What do you want me to turn around to see?
She has no problem asking for target. Yeah, so it's just online.
They're also signing people up for the Marvel MasterCard.
No. Although he's been moving fast.
Oh, New Master wants me to go see the Avengers booth. It's actually it's not the Avengers booth, but I will be back there. Let me just finish the Marvel booth.
Guys, I gotta keep you moving.
What are you handing out?
Oh, I'm just handing out
Booth 835? I have 132 people on the live stream. What do you want to tell them about Booth 835?
We are promoting a brand new graphic novel called Genesis 2. I'm Alan Ling. I'm one of the creators. This is Shazzy Patil Mahari. She's one of our actress model, and she's actually modeling our cyborg Lisa, who's a character in our graphic novel.
Right on. So,
Thank you very much.
come visit them at Booth 835. Right on.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, thanks.
You're awesome.
Very good.
You might find some even better stuff to give the audience if you borrow the X-Jet
No,
and
Jeff.
tour the Marvel Universe.
You have to be in the picture. All right.
She said you have the fees to upgrade the Blackbird so that you can take
Here they've got, they're advertising the Marvel Television live auction.
love story.
And you can bid on the Daredevil costume, estimate $25,000 to $35,000. Wow.
There's a PS here. She says, I'm also sending some little BAMs, my little BAMP friends, to hand out special surprises.
So I'm going to
to
go back to that sideshow booth. Well, not back, but I'm going to go in that direction. By the way, you can see a dad with his kid up on the top. And the dad said, yeah, he had to put his son up there because he kept getting hit by backpacks. That is something to think about if you're bringing the little kiddos here. You can see this is a sea of humanity. So if you're coming, make sure you keep your kids close by. That way they don't get hit by a lot of things. It's one of those things, it's almost crazier than going through Tokyo Station at rush hour here. Evan Cortez says, man, it is a lot of people. It is a lot of people. We got some more cosplayers coming up here. We got the, green Power Ranger?
Power Ranger. I was like, bad guys, root for the bad guys.
Carlos asked if they have Tales from the Crypt comic books. They probably do in the comic book section. I've not been there yet, and the comic book section will probably be in the live stream tomorrow or Saturday. Not to say that I won't walk by some comic book companies today. This is the Sideshow Collectibles booth, where they have all these really high-end scale figures, and they're not cheap either. Like Hawkeye right here, he is $243. Alex says, man, I would lose a lot of money if I was there. Yeah, Comic-Con's one of those places when you come to, you really have to decide beforehand how much you're going to spend, you know, and not spend your rent check. Comic-Con can just be an expensive proposition to go to begin with. Everything coming to San Diego gets expensive. The hotels are, you know, downtown San Diego are $400 or $500 a night. Do that for 4 nights, plus your flights when everybody's trying to come here. It gets quite expensive. From Russia, wants to see the booth of Bubble Comics. What booth number is that? There are a lot of booths on this floor. So if you've been on the live stream for a little while, you saw somebody cosplaying this clown earlier, and here he is, Pennywise.
You got some cool stuff?
Oh no, they do. There's a.
I feel like it's bigger.
There's a lot.
Bigger than way more floors.
They have that zip,
Hellboy
that zip,
right there.
Storm through for the red one. It's an advanced sale.
Chitara statue right here. John says, I'm going to this thing one day. You totally should, John. Twitchman says the Infinity Gauntlets look cool. Indeed, they do. This is Alice in Wonderland. It's like a sexy Alice in Wonderland. And if you're ever wondering what a sexy little mermaid would look like, now you know. Here's the Alien Queen from Aliens, if you want a big Aliens. Brian says, what's been your favorite part so far? I have been here for about an hour and a half. So just getting here has been my favorite part, and being able to find a parking space. Han Solo statue right here for $550. Dave's joined in from Colorado. Thanks, Dave. Ooh, this Boba Fett. You can get a life-size bust of Boba Fett. Only $1,300. Hey, here's some figurines that don't have glass on them, so this is really better for cameras.
But I'd make it work.
Looks like Bruce Lee there. This guy's, he's got his camera and he's got his Loom Cube, so he can light it up at the same time. Kim Jong-un wants to know if I'm doing collabs. Kim Jong-un, do you want to do a collab? Are you here at Comic-Con? That'd be amazing if you were. It's a long trip from North Korea. Inspector Gadget. Wow, that's cool. I haven't seen Inspector Gadget around in a long time. All right, let's go this way. Got here, this is from Kier, Bane of Heaven Mask. Michael So says he's going to Comic-Con tomorrow. Right on, Michael. If you're here, look for me. Bright yellow shirt. You can't miss me.
Hello. Sign here, please. Or your signature? Or email. I don't know what words are right.
So cool, huh?
There's the Joker. More aliens. Look at that. Don says, I've wanted to go to San Diego Comic-Con for so many years, and I live 90 minutes from San Diego, but the cost to go and shopping would take up half your paycheck. It probably would. I generally restrain myself from buying a lot of things so that I don't hate myself after Comic-Con every year. If I were to buy a ton of stuff, I might need a separate room in my house just for all the things here. Alan Gamboa has joined in, first-time viewer from the Bay Area. Welcome, Alan Gamboa, to the live stream.
What else?
So I could probably hang out in the Sideshow collectible booth for another hour. But so you guys can see more things, we will move on. Back here is the Image booth, Image Comics. Dim Man has joined in from Greece. Welcome, Dim Man. Thanks for joining in. So here at Image Comics, just got to cross the sea of people. Get back here. They've got some Walking Dead skateboards. That's pretty cool. Martin says he's watching from PlayStation HQ. That's pretty cool, Martin. Thanks for tuning in. Cora's joining in from Toronto. Hey, Cora. What do we got here? Oh, we've got the Walking Dead Lucille ballpoint pen. It's pretty cool. So if you want a ballpoint pen that's Lucille, right? The Bat. You can get one of those here.
Their signing number. Someone down here. Yeah, 193. They'll probably sell the show. It's going to be quick.
KE says either you have great cell service or Wi-Fi. I spent the first 20 minutes here trying to get this live stream going, and it didn't for a while. And so I guess I made my offering or prayers to the cell service gods, and it's working now. So please keep your fingers crossed that stays good and stays solid.
Oh, nice.
These are my singing monsters. They sing. Josh Gaming wants to know, when is the Walking Dead Season 10 trailer? Whoa, that guy's pretty loud. This is the Lion Cat. Some people asked about Funko Pops. Here's a Lion Cat Funko Pop. There's always a big Funko Pop booth. This guy loves In-N-Out Burger. I love In-N-Out Burger too.
But a rare Webbox from the Star Shop?
Jacob asked, what day is Lego? I don't know, Jacob. I'm sorry. Of course, I have not committed the entire schedule to memory. But here is the Walking Dead Rick Grimes 15th anniversary set. $100. Rob 10 says season 10 of The Walking Dead is out in England. Dave wants to know if I can stop by the Mattel booth for info on the lines. I'm sure they are huge. The lines typically for the Mattel booth and the Hasbro booth are outside, and then they give you time tickets to come in. So I probably would get very little information actually inside about it.
Oh, did it send a shirt?
Here's some Image graphic novels.
I believe so, yeah.
It's a cool one. Ice Cream Man.
So far away.
There's a giant robot over there, and I definitely want to get some tins from that.
What size?
A lot of these booths typically have the artists signing their works. Here we've got the official merchandise for Spawn. You get some Spawn t-shirts, Spawn lanyards.
We have the Comic-Con exclusive 300. They got the
one of these characters that is at Comic-Con almost every year, not every year, not almost every year, but in fact every year, is the Tick. The Tick is here every year. I love the Tick. Tick used to have a cartoon. It's just one of those classic characters.
Yeah, so the one I knew
Rich Stale Cake says, spoon! That was the Tick's catchphrase. By the way, if you hear a bottle crackling, that's me drinking some water. Talking for a couple hours can leave me a bit parched. Hey, there's a big Pikachu.
And we can save it.
This is the Neil Adams booth. And so this aisle 1900 So I'm not going to go to any aisles lower than 1900 in this live stream, so that when I'm dividing these live streams up and you're watching the archives, you'll know which booths are in which. This is the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund.
I see a lot of things I'm familiar with.
No, I didn't see that. I just saw the stands.
Howdy. So I got a live stream with about 200 people on it. I was wondering if you'd be willing to tell them what the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund is.
Yeah, we don't talk to you right now.
People who are able to do that are
Okay.
here at the booth.
All right. I just thought I'd give you an opportunity.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank
Okay,
you.
sure. Well, then you can find this out. The Comic Book Legal Defense Fund is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they go toward our continued First Amendment legal work. All right, good deal. It's funny how some people are happy to be on camera. Other people are just like, I have nobody that can tell you what this is. It kind of amazed me that people can be at a booth and they don't know what it is. We've got a news crew right here, 8 News. The Cartoon Art Museum. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm so sorry.
No, you didn't. Hey, so I've got 200 people on the live stream
I
now.
watch your videos all the time. My wife loves your videos. How you doing?
I'm good.
I
How are
love your
you?
videos. I watch your videos all the time. My name is Ambrose King today. I'm a cartoonist. I draw for Go For It Comics. And watch Yellow, because Yellow's a good channel on YouTube to watch.
Right on. Tell us about the Cartoon Art Museum.
The Cartoon Art Museum is a museum in San Francisco. Where is it at? It's
Ghirardelli
down
Square.
Ghirardelli Square. You've been there.
I have been to Ghirardelli Square.
He's
Very
been
good.
everywhere. Anyway, it celebrates cartoons and art and everything. They have original art and they have what is it? What's the word I'm thinking of? Exhibits.
Comics.
Exhibits.
Oh, yes, we have exhibits.
And it's really cool place to go. He's going to do a whole video on it.
I should when I go to San Francisco next.
Workshop.
He's going to contact Endu Farago and get in there and get a whole video on this. It's amazing.
Did I give you one of my cards?
No, I'll take one.
Did you want to get a selfie?
I did want to get a picture.
We'll do one right now.
Because my wife won't believe me.
I feel really bad. I feel like I messed up your
That's okay.
video.
No, you're good. It's a live stream, so hey, we're both on it, and we can be in there as we get the selfie.
Here we go. All right, we guys got to turn around to selfie mode, huh? There you go. There we go. Perfect.
Good deal. Pleasure to meet you. All right. Here, like your fist bump. All right. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, card.
At the museum.
All right.
So if you got anything, can I snag one of yours?
Yes, I don't have enough hands. Hold on. Here, hold this card. I'm going to put this here.
Oh, handy dandy.
What? I'm going to do this so you can see guys forward. Whoop. And 2 cards. One for you.
And one for you. Carly.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Every year you can come to this booth at Comic Con and get sketches, like $10 sketches from different cartoon artists.
Cool. Every year you can come to Comic Con and you can get sketches for $10 in this booth. Are you generally at the same number every year? 1930.
Usually right across from Sideshow.
Right across from Sideshow. All right. Good deal. Thank you very much. Hi there.
Video.
Oh, right on. Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
That's cool. Yeah, thank you. This is O&I Press. By the way, if you guys watched the live stream last year, one of the things I have upgraded for the live stream this year is 2 microphones. So this second microphone, so that we can go talk to other people. You know. So they were the first person who actually took on for that. So that was neat. Somebody asked, I think, about Rick and Morty. Here we go. We got some Rick and Morty stuff. Some Rick and Morty comic books from O&I Press.
I'm kind of trying to figure out what it is.
Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons. Dun dun dun. This is kind of a cool name for a book. This is the Tea Dragon Society. Anybody read the Tea Dragon Society? So the exhibit hall has a bunch of different sections. This is the small press west section. I will do small press in a future live stream. Here's somebody, they've got a, that's the DJI Osmo Pocket on a selfie stick. So I have a camera going by. I'll also this afternoon be shooting some 360 videos, which is the 360 videos so you can like rotate around and you'll be able to see everything. This is Imaginism Studios. Some cool artwork here. This is Mr. Toast. He will draw you in crayon for $1 and they will be awesome. That is awesome. That's creative. Yeah, that other booth was $10, but for $1 you can get a crayon drawing. This is the art of Moriko Abril. A lot of independent artists come to Comic-Con. A lot of famous artists come to Comic-Con too. This booth, I love this booth. They were here last year too. They sell like Geek aprons, purses, and oven mitts. So these are all oven mitts. You can get like a Wonder Woman oven mitt. You can get an Amazing Spider-Man oven mitt. And the oven mitts are $20 for one or $35 for two. We got some Star Trek oven mitts. Fernanda says, I just saw you earlier, my first Comic-Con here. Right on, Fernanda. Thanks. Did you see me like at San Diego Comic-Con, like walking around, and you're on the live stream from San Diego Comic-Con? That's cool. That's kind of like one of those Inception sort of things. What booth is this? I can't see their name. Looks like some Japanese anime-inspired art. Some cool cosplay right here in white. This is the best San Diego souvenirs at the show. Collector's Edition San Diego, the Invincible San Diego, the Uncanny San Diego, the Amazing San Diego. You can get a combination deal. Look at that. Some slap bracelets. Very good. How about yourself? The Mighty Morphin San Diego.
That's an idea.
We're getting stuck here. What do we got in this booth? This booth is the Tuesday Bassin Pins. This is Marvel and DC Hero Within. Got a couple here that looks like they're in matching Comic-Con sweaters. Yeah, Matt says lots of clothing. There's a lot of clothing at Comic-Con. You can easily get a whole new wardrobe. This is the Action Figure Authority, ToyTokyo.com. They got a lot of these collectible action figures, and they've got them graded so you can see whether they're mint in these special cases. Look at this, they got the Target dog, the Funko Pop Target dog. Or if you're interested in the Atari 2600 Raiders of the Lost Ark. So through these people, you can get your toys graded. Interesting.
Use your imagination. And then inside.
They got a Nintendo cartridge there.
An hour to go 13 miles.
This is Prism Comics. Help support the next LGBTQ comic. Very cool. Hi. So I've got a live stream with about 200 folks on it. Would you like to tell them what you guys do here?
start.
All right.
I am individually here working with Prism, representing Northwest Press. My name is Yves Navant, YVES-NAVANT. I'm promoting my newest graphic novel, 13, The Astonishing Lives of the Neuromantics. I'm happy to meet all of the amazing, beautiful faces here at Comic-Con and work with fellow colleagues in comics and entertainment.
Hello everyone out there in TV land. My name is Jeff Krell. I do something called Jason. Been doing it for 37 years. I have several graphic novels. I used to do it for Gay Comics and Meat Men. That's all collected up. Since then, I've been doing original graphic novels that continue the story into the 21st century. It's told in a teen humor style because that's the way I see life. So it's funny, I guarantee it. There are also 7 issues of Jason Comics. The 7th one just came out. It's called Who is Ed Rosenblatt? And I promise you, it doesn't answer the question, but it prepares you for the next graphic novel, which is going to be called Jason Gets Married. I also translate for famed German cartoonist Ralph Koenig. I've done 4 of his graphic novels in English.
Very cool.
Check me out at ignite-ent.com.
Ignite Entertainment. All right, Jeff, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So there you go. Check those guys out. What do we got over here? Back in this corner, we've got posters, movie posters, Star Wars posters, Marvel Cloak and Dagger. We've got food. This is always a really unexciting part about San Diego Comic-Con. If you are going to San Diego Comic-Con, don't eat at the convention center. It's bad. Here's a guy with a cool backpack on the back. Matt says the show floor is basically a mall. You could say that. It is basically a mall. I mean, some of the booths don't actually sell anything, right? That sideshow booth didn't actually sell anything, but a lot of them do. Party 307 says, I just subscribed. Hey, thanks, Party 307. By the way, if there's other of you and this is your first time on, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I will be live streaming all weekend through Comic-Con. Right on. Thank you very much. I've got 200 people on the live stream. Do you want to wave and say hi? Right on. Right on. All right, bye. What do you got here? Lost job on Vormir. Don't be soulless. Anything helps. I love the eyes there, too. Yeah.
Took the soul stone and left.
Yeah, it could be worse. They could have dropped it off a cliff.
Yeah, she's not much company, I'll tell you that. She just lays there all day.
Right on. Thank you very much. So the best part about cosplay is not just the costumes, but it's when people actually get in the act themselves and act it out. So I love those people. They weren't just wearing costumes, but they were playing. Grovel asks, hello, am I late? A little bit. I mean, I've been going for, about an hour. But hey, you're never late. Anytime you join in. That's cool. Wow, look at this guy. Look at this outfit right here. This is pretty awesome. I love the LED lights on that. Oh, and this year is the 50th anniversary of San Diego Comic-Con. So this has the 50th anniversary right there. Thank you very much.
You have a great con.
Yeah, you too. And I'll be doing some cosplay videos. Obviously, I can't do them right now, and if I would have had my big camera, I would have recorded that person for the cosplay. Grovel wants to know, where's my costume? Yeah, my costume is the costume of a YouTuber right there. I got the earphones so I can hear people. I got the microphone. I got yellow, so that's what I'm looking like today. Darth Vader Pharaoh. Yeah, there we go. This is DeCorner. What are they selling DeCorner? San Diego pin and they're advertising for another con coming up, the San Diego Pin and Patch Con. Interesting. Okay, so this booth is the Entertainment Earth Showtime or Target booth? Is this Target? I don't know. Like all these things up here, some of them are advertised only for sale at Target. So this is Entertainment Earth plus Target together. And they're giving out Entertainment Earth, and Target bags. That's interesting. JP wants me to show the Popeye pins. Wow. Hey, that's the great part about a live stream, right? You guys can say, hey, Chris, you just totally passed that thing. So, right there. These are the Popeye exclusive pins. And right, Comic-Con officially starts today, Thursday. Wednesday was preview night, and a lot of booths, they have individual pins, or not just pins, but things they sell. And here are some of the, like, these are actual pins. Like Nintendo pins, a dinosaur pin, Star Wars pins. These are some, like, Tokidoki looking bags. Party 307 asks if I'm going to live stream any panels. I will not be live streaming any panels. Comic-Con does not allow you to live stream any panels. They kick you out if you live stream the panels, and I'd like to stay at Comic-Con, so. Bob Bennett says, sending greetings for your Vegas videos. Thanks, Bob. All right. She says, good morning. Morning. Thank you.
I mean, it's all fun.
This booth is the Loyal Subjects, Los Angeles. So what do we have here with the Loyal Subjects? We've got Hot Wheels. We've got Game of Thrones characters. We've got some wrestling characters. We've got some action vinyls. Thank you very much.
It's like if we get the task force, we just give it away. You know? And so they kind of do get out there and
Super 7. We grew up with giant monsters, comic books, punk, science fiction, skateboarding, robots, and rebellion. No one made what we wanted, so we made it ourselves. Super 7 booth. JP says, appreciate still watching from the Manila, Philippines. Thank you, JP. By the way, for those new to the live stream, I think I was saying this earlier, make sure to subscribe because I'll be doing this all weekend. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I'd appreciate if you give it a like. And I'll be going at least another hour on this live stream, so share it with your friends too so they can join in all the fun at Comic-Con that they're missing if they're not here. What we got here? Oh, this is cool. This is Squad Kids for Geeks by Geeks. Linda Panda.
There's a lot of Batman stuff.
It's kind of like Nintendo game cartridges that have feet. You get some Nintendo cartridge lights too.
Well, bear in mind as well that should find.
Back here in the corner, we've got a booth called Girls Drawing Girls.
What's your number?
Interesting.
5300. That's just the end one.
Pinups and the life of a professional woman artist. You can visit her in room 23 ABC Saturday, 9 to 10. Hi there. How are you? Good. I have a live stream with about 200 people on it. Would you like to tell them what you do here?
Hi, live stream of 200 people. What's up? We're Girls Drawing Girls. We're a group of all-women artists. We draw pinup art, and there's about 200 of us from all over the world. So it's awesome, sexy women from a woman's perspective. I mean, what more could you want?
Very cool. How do they find out more about you if they're interested?
Check out girlsdrawinggirls.com. We're also on Instagram. Girls Drawing Girls. All the information is up there. Facebook, Twitter. Check us out.
Good deal.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a good con.
You're at about 1 hour in if you want to see yourself. Thank you.
I've ridden in enough helicopters.
Here we've got Acme. Acme's got paintings. This guy's painting right here. Oh, look at that Millennium Falcon. That's pretty cool. This is some art in creation. It's a neat kind of color palette he's got there. Millennium Falcon in the sunset.
Revolutionary War battlefields.
Oh, sure. Did your parents do that?
Yeah, my dad loves it too.
Nice. How's it going, guys?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing good. You can take one of these helmets if you want.
It's right there. Looks like the Falcon Sunset. Gravel says, can you buy those paintings? Yes, you can, or the prints. This one, the Falcon Sunset, is $2.95.
The artist right here. The artist, if you'd like to talk about it.
Would you like to talk? Okay.
What I do to my prints at a show to make it more original. Everyone's neat. That's why you come to a show, is to buy cool stuff you can't get somewhere else. Oh, am I being interviewed? Okay.
Yeah, so Christopher, I've got 200 people on a live stream.
Oh, awesome. Hi there, I'm Christopher Clark.
Your art's pretty cool. Maybe tell them about yourself or your art.
Sure. My name is Christopher Clark. I'm a licensed Lucasfilm fine artist. And I do traditional Impressionism style oil painting, but for contemporary subjects like Star Wars, Marvel, and so forth. Whenever I do a show like this, I take my canvas print and I add paint to it. So you can see I actually got paint set up, which apparently, from what people tell me, is incredibly rare to actually see an artist not only working at a show, but painting with paint.
Right.
It's a lot of digital, and it's a lot of like pen and ink illustrative style.
Yeah.
But like no one's really doing a more academic classical style painting, which is what I'm, that's my background is oil painting, fine art, Impressionism style of all subjects. And I got into pop culture stuff about 3 years ago, painting Star Wars, Marvel, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Alice in Wonderland, all that kind of stuff.
Cool. If people want to find out more about you, how would they do that?
My hashtag is Christopher Clark Art, all one word. That's also my Instagram, Facebook. My personal website is just ChristopherClark.com.
Good deal.
So
thank you, Christopher.
Yeah, thanks very much.
And
bye, guys.
Too. All right, bye-bye.
You can watch me for a few minutes if you want, since they're just here. I do some touch-ups on the old Falcon here.
He's going to do some touch-ups on the old Falcon.
The old Falcon. So what can I do? I can sort of add some of that goldy, bluey color. I'm narrating. I'm like Bob Ross. Add some happy little Millennium Falcons. Just add some light. Look at the way the light just zings right there. Isn't that fantastic? And you can do it. You can do it. This is your world. You're the creator.
Very good. Peter Poker says, amazing work.
Thank you.
And somebody else said, dude, great work.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. It's my life's work, so...
Alex Wake says, good for Christopher. Great to see a proper artist.
Haha, nice.
And Candy loved your Bob Ross impression.
Yeah, I grew up watching Bob Ross. That was probably my first art education, was watching Bob Ross on TV. I used to get out my crayons, and I used to try to follow along with Bob Ross when he was on public access TV when I was a kid. I still watch him on YouTube now just to sort of unwind, or when I'm eating lunch or taking a break. I just put him on folding laundry, I just watch Bob Ross.
That's cool. Tiana also loves your Bob Ross impression. 360 Gaming says, love your painting. And Brian wants to know, how much do you sell them for?
So these are limited edition giclée on canvas, so it's a print. So I do the original in oil, and then we make reproductions like this. This particular piece is $2.95, and if you get it at a show, that includes me adding all the embellishments all over it. We have a couple larger ones for like $3.50 or $3.95, depending on the size of the piece.
That's cool. Veronica wants to know how many brushes you've used for this.
How many different brushes?
Yes.
Well, I usually only have 3 for when I do embellishing. A big one, a little one, a small one, and they're kind of like a long flat. Oh, sorry, I'm pointing it at the mic. That's like a long flat. When I do the original, I use any number of different tools. I have different style brushes, like the softer sort of sable ones or the more thicker bristle ones of all different sizes and a few different shapes. I use random tools that I invented, hunks of rubber on a stick, pieces of plastic, my finger, whatever makes the mark. I'm after the mark. whatever kind of mark that I want.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be a square or a broken sort of thing or a mushy blob or, or a transparent wash, like different sort of marks. That's what I think about.
Okay, final question for you.
go ahead.
Tiana wants to know, how long does it take you to finish the painting?
I always say every painting takes several days spread out over several weeks. Because I do oil, so I'll do a layer, like an under sort of layer to sort of set it up. Sometimes I'll let that dry for a few days, and I'll work on other paintings, and then I'll come back and add more paint, more stuff, until I feel like I don't want to disturb the brushwork underneath it, and I want that sort of transparent quality to it. So I'll let that dry, come back. So it takes a few days, and sometimes I will spend any number of a few days or months concepting a piece. Thinking about it in my head, while it's sort of knocking around in there, start sketching some stuff, finding some imagery, taking imagery. I have models of all the Star Wars ships. I have cosplayers model for me. I mean, I'm a traditional fine artist, so my stuff is based off of real things, real people, real ships, real landscapes, real things. So I find sources to make it look really authentic.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
That's cool. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, guys.
So everybody on the live stream, if you want to check him out, ChristopherClark.com. Is that what you said?
ChristopherClark.com or Christopher Clark Art.
Yeah, hold that up.
Hashtag. And so you might have seen that Cheshire Woods piece. That's mine also. I do a lot of Alice in Wonderland as well.
That's cool. The final comments from the live stream. You're a great geek artist.
Geek.
Thanks,
Nice.
Christopher.
I consider it nerd art, but I guess it's the same thing.
Nice. Good deal.
Yeah.
I'll hand you my card too.
Dude, awesome.
If you want to watch this, I'm Chris.
I'm Chris as well.
I'll give you a bump.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
You're at an hour and 10 minutes in, approximately.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Dude, thanks so
Right
much,
on.
man.
Yeah, take it easy.
Bye, guys. See
All
you
right.
later.
That was fun. Pretty cool guy. And yeah, for everybody who said neat artist, right, as he was saying, you don't see a lot of people actually doing traditional art at Comic-Con, so that's pretty neat to someone doing actual paintings. Here's some cosplayers coming up. Someone with a pizza shirt. All right, let's go down this aisle. Martha wants to know, where is Topher? Topher is here. My audio equipment's on top of him in my bag, so I can't really get him out right now. Otherwise, I would probably break the audio that you guys are hearing. Hello Sundown asks if I can check out the Viz booth. I think I've been there already. So when this live stream becomes an archive, you can check it out because I was there earlier. This is the Angry Little Asian Girl, 25 years. Who is apparently nerd and proud of it.
I'm gonna go find out.
Somebody asked me if I've been to the booth 4000s yet. The 4000 numbered booths I'm going to do tomorrow in the live stream. So subscribe, tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do Artist Alley, I'll do the Funko booth, I'll do all the high numbered booths. Today I'm just kind of doing the middle of the convention hall, what I call the big booths, and then the booths that are like along the big booths. This is called DKE Toys, and they've got some interesting toys here. Let's see if they want to talk about their toys. Hey guys, I got a live stream with about 260 people on it. Would you guys like to tell them about your toys?
Hey, what's up, 260 some odd people?
Yeah, the channel is, if you want to, you're addressing people who are watching Yellow Productions, and I'm Chris.
What's up, Yellow Productions? What do you think they're interested in? You just want to know what?
Yeah, tell them about your toys. It's really unique. It's really unique stuff that you got here.
It's a large collective of artists. Everything is kind of limited run, like anywhere from 10, 20, 30, maybe 50 pieces. A lot of artists do them start to finish. Some of them are outsourced for casting or painting, but all basically art toys. A lot of times mashups. A lot of them are 3 3/4 figures or He-Man platforms, G.I. Joe platforms, stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
I appreciate it. So if you want to check them out, you guys have a website or something? DKE Toys or
DKEtoys.com. Propaganda.
Propaganda. DKEtoys.com. All right, cool.
Thank you.
Oh, a lot of people ask me on the live stream that I have about my French fries. And the French fries I have in the live streams that I do come from this booth right here. What is their name? Why do these people make their names so hard to find? It's Kid Robot. That's what their thing says. Zero Zero says the bacon looks awesome. Yeah, I bet it's pretty tasty. What do we got here? We got Dwarves. The Dwarves Awaken. So I got a live stream with about 270 folks on it. Would you like to tell them about Dwarves?
Sure. Well, these are my little Dweors.
Here's a microphone so they can hear you.
These are my Dweors. It's an independent comic I started about 6 years ago. You may have seen them on the Big Bang Theory. These little statues are in the comic book shop on the background shelf. It's kind of fun. And the characters are also on Facebook as stickers you can download for free. I do my own independent comic book based on the Dweors. This 12-year-old girl named May exploring the world looking for her lost father. So it's kind of a combination of Alice in Wonderland, Ninja Turtles, and Star Wars all mixed together. Some of my favorite stuff. And so that's kind of my goal, is to create something new and special that people could enjoy.
Right on. That's cool. Tiana says, I see those everywhere. And 360 Gaming wants to know how much is the comic?
$5 a piece. I have 5 different ones. And we have this really cool art book. And this has a lot of color work in it of the Dweors. This gives little glimpses of the world and kind of my world building process.
That's cool.
Just a lot of fun.
Tiana says, that's so cool. 360 Gaming says, wow. And Veronica says, those are so original. So thank you very much. I'll give you my card in case you want to see it later. It's Yellow Productions on YouTube.
All right,
my name's Chris.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, this is cool. PMVQ, a Pandarific Life. Got a lot of pandas in here. We've got the Sriracha panda. We got more pandas. We've got the Shaolong Bao panda. Jesse says, Christopher, networking like a boss. Mostly so that if they wanted to see themselves later, they could. And otherwise, right now, I'm just walking up to people and shoving a microphone in their face. So I think it's useful for them to actually know who you guys are so that they know who they're talking to, right? Because you guys are a bunch of cool people. Sorry, I didn't mean to run into you. I'm running into people because I'm not paying attention where I'm going. This is the Monkey King. Meh. You can get a meh sticker for $1. Tiana says, is the fabric food the only food at Comic-Con? Yeah, the food at Comic-Con is really bad. So I don't eat at Comic-Con. I will leave the convention center to go eat once the battery dies on my phone and I'm no longer live streaming. This is bait. What do they got here? This is also like it's part of Kid Robot. Dave's Guitar Club says, are any famous people there? There's always tons of famous people at Comic-Con. They're usually in Hall H or Ballroom 20, the big places. Game of Thrones panel here. I don't have the list of everybody that's here, but there are always lots of famous people at Comic-Con. Garvin wants to know if I've been to the Arrowverse bit yet. No, not yet. I'm not sure where that is, because I literally just got here and turned on the live stream. So that's what we've seen. Travis says the Power Rangers actors are here. Brian asked if I can show the WBDC booth if I find it.
Actually, I'm bad for
I want that.
This is Beast Kingdom, Entertainment, Experience, Creator. This is another booth with a lot of figurines. As you can tell, figurines are popular. This guy looks interesting. Hey, you have a stuffed animal. Hey, I got a microphone. Hold on, wait till this light turns green. I got a live stream with 276 people on it, and they should be able to. Oh, yeah, okay, they can hear him now. All right.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
Pretty good.
What's going?
Lower. Oh, there you go.
How you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, enjoying the weather.
I am enjoying the weather.
Do you like San Diego?
I do. What about you?
Oh, I live here. I love it every single time. There is nothing like San Diego.
Yeah. How many years have you come to Comic-Con?
This is my 4th year.
4th year?
Yeah. So, are you from here? From San Diego?
I sure am. My name is Chris.
Oh, nice to meet you, Chris. I'm Kike.
Kike.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Are you having fun here in San Diego?
I sure am. Kike, you are right now on a YouTube channel called Yellow Productions. And
what?
People are saying, wow, LMFAO, San Diego rules. Whoop, whoop.
Are you serious? I have my own channel too.
You do? What's your channel?
It's called Link 22.
Link 22.
Yeah, Link 22. And we do like reveals of things and fun in San Diego pretty much.
Right on.
All right, so let's exchange our names and we can hook up later on.
That sounds good.
All right, my friend, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, say hello to all the YouTubers over there. Enjoy your life every single day at the time. Enjoy everyone.
Right on.
All right, my friend, see ya.
Tiana says you're hilarious.
All right. She's hilarious. Oh, he's hilarious?
You're hilarious.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
You see that?
Yeah.
I'm hilarious. All right, my friend, see you around.
I'll trade
bye.
you the card for the microphone.
All right, bye.
All right. Thank you much.
Thank you. Let me give you one from
Sounds good.
Awesome, my friend. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, be in touch. Right on. That guy was fun. And his card says Manolo and Quique, fun dudes. And there's the name of the YouTube channel. That was pretty fun. This is my earlier point, if you've been on the live stream for a while, where I said that Comic-Con is not just about costumes, but it's about people getting in character. And that guy was definitely in character. By the way, here is a really big alien. Aaron says that was the best interview yet. I agree, that was pretty cool. Somebody asked about the Viz booth. The Viz booth is over there. The Viz Media booth is over there. And yes, I have definitely been there earlier in this live stream. So you can watch that back. It was probably in the first half hour. Mark asked if I can give him a shout out to his girlfriend, Julianne. Hi, Julianne. How you doing?
Let's have a look.
These are some very realistic looking masks right here. I would not want to run into any one of these people in real life.
Okay, it's not gonna totally
2001, A Space Odyssey, A Discovery 1. The ultimate Discovery 1 has arrived. Wow, that is a big replica there of 2001, The Space Odyssey. Cool.
Not seeing yours yet.
Hi there.
Welcome to Arcana.
Yeah. I've got 280 people on a live stream. Would you like to tell them about Arcana?
What's that?
Would you like to tell them about Arcana?
I can,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hold this microphone so they can hear you.
Hi, we are a graphic novel publishing house from Canada, and we have produced and created 8 feature films that are all animated. And if this lovely man could take the camera and show over right there, that's all our stuff. And if anyone is at Comic-Con, we have an amazing spinner wheel. Win
Amazing
free,
spinner wheel right
free
over there.
prizes.
Look at that. Somebody asked, are all the vendors at Comic-Con this friendly?
No.
No, they aren't. Yeah,
Only
just
here at
that's right.
Arcana.
I agree. Cool. Well, thank you very much for introducing Arcana. I appreciate it.
And we just won.
You just won. What did you just win? What did you win? Show right here.
I won a plush.
You want a plush? Yeah, it's a plush of that guy right there, right?
And I also won a comic book. And that's pretty much it.
That's cool. Hey, are you enjoying Comic-Con?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Enrique says he's wearing a Scoops Ahoy shirt and Canada's the best. By the way, if you want to see yourself later, it's on this channel, Yellow Productions, at about an hour and 20 minutes in.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's a card for you too. Yeah, in case you want to see that later. All right, cool. Thank you. Matt E's joined in. Matt says, hello, geeks and nerds. Yes, hello, geeks and nerds. This is the Geek and Nerd convention. This is like Mecca for geeks and nerds. Roger Rabbit says nobody's wearing any Lobster Johnson tees. Yeah, I guess not. So this is the Mattel toy store right here. Mattel's got a big booth here. They've got things for Jurassic World, WWE Macho Man Randy Savage action figure. Those things come back tomorrow. They are already sold out. He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Hot Wheels. I'm trying to put some stuff in the trash here. You're good. Ben Davis asked if I could stream the Hearthstone panel. Comic-Con does not allow any live streaming from any panels. They kick you out if you do, so I will not be live streaming any panels so that I can stay here the rest of the weekend. Travis Brown says, sadly, no in television. That's right, no in television. And we got Hot Wheels, we got Dino Rivals. This is a whole bunch of dinosaurs right here. Will Town says, Will will be here tomorrow. Right on, Will. Where are you coming in from, Will? What do we got here at the Mattel booth? We've got some Street Fighter themed Hot Wheels. I know that's kind of hard to see with the glare, but like they've mocked this display up looking like a video game console. Oh, this is neat. They've got Mario Kart cartwheels.
How's the Jurassic Park go? I missed that one. Game of Thrones, Barbie, and...
Jesse says that's a cool display. I would say it's probably one of the coolest displays I've seen, and you can get your picture taken in like a Mario Kart Hot Wheel right there. This is for Jurassic World. Raven wants to know if I'll do a 360-degree walk around. I will. I have my 360-degree camera with me. I have to record that because I can't stream 360. But if you're subscribed, tomorrow you will see the 360 walkthrough posted up. These are the DC superhero girls. We got the bat signal. We got a lot of Batmen over here. Or is the plural of Batman Batmans, or is the plural of Batman Batmen? That's what I've always wanted to know.
Only black and white Batman and normal
This is the
Batman.
80-page giant Batman. The Strange Lives of Batman, plus 4 more bizarre adventures. Will Town asks if I camp out for Hall H. I do not camp out for Hall H. That's crazy talk. I skip it. You got the Iron Throne right here. You can take a picture on the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones. By the way, here's some cool cosplay bunny right there. Look at that. Hilda, I have no idea when Marvel will present Phase 4.
No, but we can't, like, it's going to take too long.
This is going to take a long time?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll tell you about
I
the
don't
swords,
want you
but
to
that's
either.
not.
Let me give you my synopsis.
So a lot of these big booths have like signing schedules, and so here these are all the different people that are all the things they're doing at the Mattel booth. Later today, they've got the WWE signing at 1:15. Hey, and thanks everybody who knew the answer to that Phase 4 question for answering that. In the chat, people said Phase 4 will most likely be Saturday at 5:15. Thanks, Worldtown. This is She-Ra and the Princess of Power.
Brianna, Frisco, and hold that pose, okay? Super cute.
That's cool. So you get a picture and they put you like on a comic book, just like that. For honor or power? That's the question.
Yeah, we get Gabe Jar Jar from that person.
Oh, yeah, Ruby.
So Storm from X-Men.
We got some X-Men figurines here.
Phoenix. They just came out with a flop of a movie for it. A total flop of. It was a mistake. These are all X-Men.
This is the WWE portion of the booth right here. This is inside the Mattel booth. This is right at row 3000. These are a lot of WWE figurines. One of them revealed here at San Diego Comic-Con.
This whole row of that is new reveals.
Very cool. So I've got about 300 people on a live stream. Would you like to tell them about what you got going on here?
Sure, I could. This is our.
I got a microphone for you.
Thank you.
This is our, I believe, this is our Elite collection. We have these new toys that are all reveals, exclusive to Comic-Con, and they will be available after Comic-Con. We have our Ultimate collection, which goes for $30, and you have a lot more sort of adjustable heads, adjustable looks, more posability. They retail for $30. These two right here are actually not, they're still prototypes, but those two are finished products. Those four back there. You have Shinsuke's pose, Bret Hart's pose. You can change the heads, the looks, the facial structure, everything. And here you have Mattel's basic line, retails for $10. This whole row.
All right, hey everybody for dropping off for a little while. That's the privilege of streaming over cell phone. But that guy from Mattel was pretty cool. Sorry I didn't get the whole thing in there because YouTube dropped off throughout there.
No, we have to go this way.
And Maverick says con Wi-Fi, sad face. Hopefully you guys can hear me again and I'm back with you here. They've also got a bunch of Disney Pixar Toy Story figurines. It's pretty neat. Luis has joined in from Mexico. Yeah, and Dave says maybe I'm trying to fix my camera. I was just trying to get reconnected to the actual live stream. Dave's Guitar Club seems the camera quality seems to have improved. Well, that's good to hear. And it's a 4K camera. So actually the camera itself is good quality. Just the issue ends up being how much bandwidth I actually have to stream. Too many people. I feel like a salmon. Do you guys feel like salmons?
More like sardines.
Yeah, sardines is what he just said. Okay, let's go this way. Yanzez says, I feel bad for the guy you interviewed. Yeah, I feel bad that he got cut off. That was a bummer. But I feel like the Marvel booth was, sorry, not the Marvel booth. The Mattel booth was like a cell phone black hole or something. Here's some WizKids board games. The Star Trek Conflict in the Neutral Zone. Here we've got Deadpool. Jesse says the resolution bandwidth is tolerable. Just glad to be at Comic-Con. Hey, thanks, Jesse. I know it could be better, and if I recorded this, it would be better, but if I recorded it, you all wouldn't see it till tomorrow, and my goal is to bring it to you as soon as possible, so that's why we get a live stream that kind of has murky bandwidth. This is the Kotobukiya model kits right here. We've got some Mega Man X figurines. Zach asks if I watched The Flash or seen the panel. I do not watch Flash, and I have not seen the panel. This is Fortnite Series 1 trading cards. Blake says, doing great. Thanks for the live stream. Thanks, Blake. Appreciate it. Luis asks what I eat when I'm here. I know it's better to eat outside. Are you carrying any snacks? I don't carry snacks. I just go eat outside. Earl of Sandwich just opened up. I might have that. There's also a place called Lucky's Lunch Counter that makes pretty good sandwiches and burgers. There's kind of a Chipotle nearby. I'm not really a snack person. I need real food, so I go out and get real food, which I'll do when I'm done with this live stream. And if you want to know how much longer I'll be going, well, really depends how much longer this battery lasts on this phone. That's how long I'll be going. Enrique says I should go to In-N-Out. Unfortunately, there are no In-N-Out burgers downtown, so all the In-N-Out burgers would be like really far away. And there's no way that I'm driving anywhere to eat, because it took me like an hour just to get into downtown and park today. It was really crazy. Oh, these are funny figurines. These are the Golden Girls figurines. This has to be a highlight so far. Of all the creative things you could sell at Comic-Con, the Golden Girls figurines. Let me know if you want a Golden Girls figurine if you're getting in on that. $30 from Icon Heroes.
I just got to ask, a lot of these are not going to have the same restriction. Everyone does their own thing.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit asked if there's anything more than just merchandise being sold. There's a ton more. There's a lot of panels, there's meetups, there's a lot of things. Unfortunately, I can't live stream in the panels, so you can't see those, which is why I'm live streaming down here on the exhibit floor. And this exhibit floor is huge. I mean, to walk the whole floor, if you just walked it and did nothing else, would take probably 2 days, I would guess. Its Vibe says I can go to McDonald's. It ain't far. I could go to McDonald's. I don't love McDonald's, though. There's a lot of other better things closer than McDonald's. Here's Bandai Namco, Tamashii Nations. I saw them a little bit earlier, but we'll see the rest of their booth. Here's Dragon Ball Brawly. Alex Cutler says there are less people here now than for preview night. I don't know that that's really true. just where I'm standing, it's not busy. It's pretty busy. This is Comic-Con exclusive Dragon Ball characters. Sometimes it's the character, other times it's like the little thing behind them. Luis has asked if I've bought anything yet. I've not bought anything yet. I basically came in and turned on the live stream, so that's what I've been doing. These are some Comic-Con exclusives. They have superior animation and meticulous detail, is what their little screen says. Lolu asks if there's an illustrator section. There is. It's called Artist's Alley, and that's where I'm going to start tomorrow. So if you tune in the live stream tomorrow, or in my next live stream, likely tomorrow morning, it will be Artist's Alley, where I walk through all of the like independent artists. There were some other artists that I talked to earlier, but they're not in the middle. Right now I'm walking through the middle of the exhibit hall, which you can imagine these big booths are the most expensive, and so no independent artists can really afford to be in the middle of the hall. Joseph asked, where's the WWE stuff? There was some of it in that Mattel booth. That's where the figurines were. That was about aisle 3000. I've not yet seen a separate WWE booth. That doesn't mean there isn't one. I just haven't found it yet. This booth is all about Geek socks.
Oh, perfect.
A lot of socks. Yeah, so like sometimes people ask, Chris, what have you bought? And so this is the Tamashii Nations booth right here. And you'd think, oh, I just stand in there for the line. But the line actually is like back here along the wall, and you can see this little guy with that black sign says non-exclusive line ends here. That's the line to buy these things. So it's insane. And then if you want to buy the exclusives, you generally have to get like a ticket and enter a raffle. It's pretty crazy. Hi, how you doing? You want a selfie?
Yeah.
Right on. You want a card?
Sure.
What's your name?
Samuel.
Samuel.
I see your videos.
Right on.
I already see the Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Last year.
And
it's an honor. Really.
That's good. Thank you. You're on one right now. So there's 289 people watching. I can turn this around. They can see both of us right there. Look at that. All right. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Lottery shit.
Yeah, I always find the selfies to be interesting. That guy Samuel was walking one direction, saw me, turned around to get that selfie. So cool for Samuel. And if you watch this later, Samuel, it was nice to meet you. Luis asks, how many people have I met? I would guess probably about 10 so far. And I would assume a lot of people that might come up and say hi haven't, because I'm holding this camera, right? They think they don't want to bug me or bug you guys. Really, it's more bugging you guys than it is bugging me. We got Godzilla right here. Godzilla, king of the monsters, for sure. It's a pretty big Godzilla. There was a question of how much it costs to get here. I don't know, the 4-day, I think it's like $200. I don't really remember the price. I feel like every year it just keeps going up and I keep paying it. So this is this whole booth over here is Godzilla. So let's go take a closer look at Godzilla. There's another Godzilla statue over here too.
Oh really?
I guess this one you can take a picture with, so that's cool. Godzilla versus you. Get your picture taken with the actual suit from the film Godzilla 2000. Interesting. The suit is 20 years old, and you may notice some patchwork to fix it. Lighting McQueen asks, what's the best cosplay I've seen? You know, the best thing I would say is to, when you're done with this video, watch my video last year of the best Marvel cosplay, the best cosplay from 2018. Maybe you've seen them already, but the best cosplay is typically on Saturday. Thursday is usually not amazing, because Saturday is like the big day for cosplay, because that's when they have all the cosplay contests. And there was a question about which day is the most crowded. Friday and Saturday are the two most crowded days. Okay, let's go and take a look what's in here. In 1954, we awakened something. This is like a model of the building, the orca. This is pretty cute right here.
Okay, cool. And you just know like randomly?
What are they selling? You can get Godzilla 2019, $70, Mecha Godzilla Earth 1962, a lot of different Godzillas. But the cheap one, that one sold out for today. Joseph asks, what panels am I going to? And the Otaku Theory asks, what panel I'm most excited for? I like the animation panels, like Family Guy, Simpsons, any of those panels. Who's the guy? You know, when I'm doing a live stream and like put on the spot, it's hard to think because I'm also trying to avoid people. I also love the Kevin Smith panels, director, producer. He's typically here Friday nights. I always do the Masquerade show as well. Here's the thing for Crank Yankers, and we've got a couple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that are on the phone right there.
Oh my.
Hi there.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. What's your name?
Hector.
Hector.
Yeah.
You come to Comic-Con a lot?
Second time.
Second time?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I've got about 300 people on the live stream.
Oh, wow.
Would you like to say anything to them?
Yeah, this is amazing. I recommend coming. This is like a grown-up theme park.
Yeah.
This is probably the best experience you could ever have. I didn't even think I was gonna come and cosplay, and my girlfriend was just like, let's do something crazy, and here I am.
Right on. I love the cosplay. It's really great.
Thank you.
Here, I'll give you a card in case you want to see yourself later.
Thanks. I'm definitely gonna follow you.
Right on.
Have
Cool.
a good one, man.
Thanks, Hector. That's it. That was some. Another great thing about cosplay is cosplay that is original, right? So their cosplay was definitely, they made it, right? They didn't just buy it at like Party City or something like that. What is this? This is Square Enix. This is the Square Enix booth. Put you on one of these fancy motorcycles. This is for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now they've got one of the, back in this Crank Yankers booth, they've also got one of the Crank Yankers puppets right there. Hey, Mr. Yanker.
One thing while we're here, we'll have to just get a bump. Insert up a Crank Yankers logo. Alright, guys, let's get a photo real quick. Yeah.
So obviously I've got a small camera. People here have bigger cameras than me because this is like the mecca for news crews. Every major news station, media station is here. The big XD cam. This is the Harry Potter booth back here. What do they got in Harry Potter? There's a question of how long Comic-Con's been going. This is Comic-Con's 50th year. So, Sonia, tell your kid 50 years, 50. Try and squeeze through here. We got some Harry Potter costumes. There's a question of who my favorite Harry Potter character is. I'm gonna say the wizard? They're all wizards, right?
What do you mean?
Here we go, guys. Oh no, you're all set if you entered it. Let me just double check something real quick. I want to frame it right, okay?
Harry says, what's in the Avengers booth, or where is Avengers? I don't know. I've not been to the Avengers booth yet, so if I see it, I'll let you know. Let's go check this out. This is Weta, making imagination worlds a reality. 50 years of the planet of the apes.
2,400. Okay. All right. 40.
I'm at Stars.
Yen says that's what my favorite figurine is. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of figurines. Maybe this guy. This guy's cool. Nessie, right here. Nessie, like the Loch Ness Monster. I think that's creative. From The Hobbit, no admittance, unless you're on party business. Wow, that's cool. I love that outfit.
The aliens are beautiful. I have to go. It's coming back. It's a sign. I call it the shellac. It's like really. Yeah, they look really.
Giver More Power wants to know what the Star Wars booth looks like. I've already been through the Star Wars booth. It was probably about 20 minutes into this live stream. So when this turns into an archive, you can watch it back and check that out. Simon asked about steampunk. There's plenty of steampunk here. There's usually a whole section of vendors that are just selling steampunk attire and outfits. TX says Conan behind me. Like a Conan booth. Like Conan's here every year. Was he behind me and I didn't see him? It's a group of cosplayers right here. I like that pink feather boa. Chris Jericho asked if there's a wrestling section. There were some wrestling toys at the Mattel booth. I've not seen a wrestling booth yet. That doesn't mean it isn't here. This is from Netflix, I Am Mother.
I'm not making this.
Like always. That's 3 years. That's why
some swords from Disney's Mulan. By the way, if this is your first time on the live stream, I'll be live streaming all weekend, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you stay tuned for other live streams. If you're enjoying this, I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, if you give it a like. Helps me out, helps the video, and helps other people find it too so they can enjoy Comic-Con as well. This is a big alien, and right here, they've got like a mock-up of a living room for Dr. Gord Bort's Invaders. Here we've got the Shonen Jump Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. People playing right there. Jose asked if there's anything Sonic related, like Sonic the Hedgehog. I have not seen anything Sonic the Hedgehog yet. Doesn't mean it's not here. Just means I've not seen it yet.
Second best. Legitimately, we had a tournament.
Big screen.
Amani says this is not the Las Vegas travel guide. You're right, this is not the Las Vegas travel guide. This is the San Diego Comic-Con live stream. I have 700 videos and they are not all on Las Vegas. Yes, Las Vegas is my most popular series, but I also do videos here at San Diego Comic-Con every year. This is the first of the videos from 2019 San Diego Comic-Con. A whole bunch more coming all this weekend. Lightning asked about the Hasbro booth. I've been to the Hasbro booth already, so check that out when this is an archive as well. Oh, this is something. Maddox Productions. Hi there, Mr. Joseph. How you doing?
Well, yourself?
I'm good. I got a live stream with 340 people on it.
That's amazing.
Would you like to tell them about your art?
Absolutely. Sure. Hi, I'm Scott Fuzzy Joseph. I'm the artist, writer, creator of The War and Hope, apocalyptic story, hell on earth, basically. Strong female lead stabs demons in the head. It's basically the gist of it. And the Kickstarter for the third one's going on right now. So if you go on Kickstarter, The War and Hope Volume 3. But yeah, San Diego Comic-Con, for those that aren't here, you're missing out. Just try to get in for next year.
That's right, you are missing out.
Try. It's a circus. It's amazing. Everybody here has something in common, which makes it special. This is how the world should be. Everybody here is getting along. It doesn't matter what you are, what you believe in, or anything. This is a place where we can all come together and just be decent human beings to each other.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What do you got down here?
Oh, this is some fan art of the Burger King, and then lots of other pieces of just characters from all the things that we love. Yeah, Doctor Who, Swamp Thing, all sorts of stuff.
Very cool. A couple people said you have a great name.
Oh, Fuzzy. Perfect. Yeah, Fuzzy.
Right. I'll give you my card.
Thank you.
You're at about 2 hours into the live stream in case you want to see it. All right. Thank you much. Yeah. It's an interesting name for a book here.
Good art, by the way.
Thanks.
That's Fuck Whales.
Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm Chris.
Hi, Chris. I'm Maddox. I'm the author of Fuck Whales, Alphabet of Manliness, and crappy children's artwork.
Right on. There's 320 people on the live stream right now.
Oh, no shit.
All over the world.
Oh, can I cuss? I just did.
Yeah, it's a live stream.
Is it mostly kids?
Yeah.
Is it mostly old people?
You never know. I mean, it is Comic-Con, so.
Yeah. Is it cops, or did you just have a bunch of cops watching me?
I don't think so. I think not. Yeah. Yeah. So
it's a bunch of cops.
Yeah.
The TV show Cops is watching me.
Yeah. No, my channel. I do travel videos, but I also do Comic-Con videos. So
Chris Rainey.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to chrisrainey.com.
Thank you very much.
You got a plug.
So tell us about Fuck Whales.
Yeah, so it's a book full of satire and essays. Oh yeah, so I guess you couldn't even say it on the stream if you had a no cussing stream.
Would have skipped you.
Yeah, they totally would have skipped me. The table of contents says it all. Here, why don't you take a look at the table of contents and maybe you can show it to your audience there. Like every chapter is fuck something. So you have fuck tables, fuck horses, fuck trees, fuck families, fuck cupcakes, fuck folksy wisdom, fuck kids, but don't. You see that? Right there.
Good.
But
That's
don't.
Important.
Yeah, very important. Technicality. Fuck being offended. Fuck your shitty opinions. It just goes on. Just a bunch of rants, satire, and essays. This is something I've been doing since 1997. My website is older than Google. It's one of the oldest it's one of the oldest running comedy websites on the internet. So
what is your website if they want to find you later?
The best page in the universe.
Thebestpageintheuniverse.com?
Yeah, that'll get you there.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, so I'm going to stand right here and then you're just going to walk across.
Yes, Jose By the way, a couple comments. Jose said he loves this comedy guy, and somebody said, "Wow, so kid-friendly." Thanks. This is Horatio de Cowboy, Cowboy's Heart. This is some more of the Konami booth that we didn't see earlier. They got some more UJO merchandise.
Just go back.
Judgmental, but I love that. Thank you.
Oh, we've got the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes over here. That's cool. The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Dun, 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 dun. Yenzi asked what my favorite Funko Pop is. I don't know that I have enough of them to know what my favorite is. This is pretty cool. Look, it's a camera that takes a picture of you through a mouth. It might bite. That's good. I don't want to get bit.
Very dumb. Yeah, Ira, chops.
This is new. This is new. The cannabis plushies. It's a square rabbit right there.
You want one? Not cool.
Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I got a live stream with about 320 people on it.
Cool.
Would you like to tell them what you guys do here?
Sure. Yeah.
We're the Shag Store. We carry the art of the artist Shag. His name is Josh Agel. We're based in Palm Springs. We do a lowbrow style of art. These are all serigraph prints here. It's like screen printing. So each color is pulled one at a time by hand. We're also partnering with the Columbia Space Center for the 50th anniversary of the moonwalk. We got an actual spacesuit that people can take a picture in.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
So you can actually take a picture in the spacesuit. There you go. Look at that. That was cool. Okay, this is back Final Fantasy booth you saw earlier. People said Marvel Avengers, so I see Marvel Avengers over here. What have we got in the Marvel Avengers booth? Basically, big life-size costumes from the Avengers. Carol's joined in from Palm Springs. Hey, Carol from Palm Springs. Thanks for joining in. Yenzez asks if I recommend going to Comic-Con. I absolutely do. If you like comics, pop culture, things like that, I think Comic-Con is pretty cool. So what's special about these suits?
Oh, these are the designs for the actual game. So we're actually made like cosplay edition versions of like the outfits.
Okay, cool.
So this is how we're promoting the game.
Okay, right on. Thanks.
No problem.
These are cosplay outfits from the game. here, we've got the Tokyo Pop booth. International Women of Manga. Aaron says, "A man, love your channel. Thanks everything you do." Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. This is the other side of the Square Enix booth, where they've got, you can take a picture right here. This is cool. You can take a picture right here with the Chocobo. Lightning Queen asks if I ever worry about attacks. I mean, I'll certainly say that the thought has crossed my mind to be worried about it, but I don't know how worrying about it is going to help me. There's a lot of police and a lot of security. There was a question about pickpocketing. I'm sure, I feel like that might happen outside the convention center. I feel like by the time people come into the convention center and they have a badge, most of the attendees here, I would say, are probably not the pickpocket type. That is one nice thing about Comic-Con, is it's generally like a pretty good group of people that come to Comic-Con, right? They're like this super nerd con. This is the Steven Universe the movie stage by Cartoon Network.
Comic-Con, make some noise! You're the movie!
Andres just joined in from Colombia. Hi, Andres. Thanks for joining in the live stream. You should make the effort to go someday. I think you'd enjoy it. Emmanuel asked, when are the panels? The panels are all day, every day, all the time. We got a ton of panels, a ton of rooms. I'd say more of the convention center is taken up by panels than it is of the exhibit hall. And the exhibit hall is huge. Here's some cool glasses and mega magnets. If you want some geeky magnets for your refrigerator, you can get them here, mega magnets. Magic asks what panels I've seen by now. I've seen none. I have come in to the convention as the exhibit hall opened this morning and started live streaming. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Somebody sent a $1 super chat. Here's some like porgs from Star Wars. That is a really big porg. Top Dog asks if there's a Cartoon Network booth. I've not seen one yet. The closest I've seen is that Steven Universe booth that we just passed. What do we got back here? Safari Limited. Hey guys, how you doing? Good. I have a live stream with 350 people on it. I thought your booth looks cool. Would you like to tell them about Safari Limited?
Yes, absolutely.
Who would like the microphone?
I will. Okay, hello.
Hi.
So we are from Safari Ltd. We're based in Miami Lakes, Florida. We create accurate educational figurines of dinosaurs and wildlife, but also, as you see here, we have mythical creatures and dinosaurs and dragons, as well as our new figures. We're debuting right here at SDCC, the Mothman and the Yeti. And at Comic-Con, you can get a limited edition print of Bigfoot, Mothman, or Yeti with a purchase that you can only get here with a drawing featuring a design by the sculptor of the figures. So that's a little nice incentive for getting them here. And they're only available at Comic-Con for now. The figures will be available after the con, but this is the first place you can get them. We also have our cryptozoology tube with minifigures of cryptids down there. And this is our range of dragons with some prehistoric world dinosaurs at the end over there.
Cool. Simon says educational and fun with a hint of geek.
Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah. And Top Dog says those look cool.
No, well, I agree. I'm the product development supervisor at Safari Ltd. So definitely appreciate the kind words. And anybody can check us out at 3748 if they want some dragons or cryptids or dinosaurs of their own.
Yeah, booth 3748 or your website at
SafariLTD.com. Yeah.
Cool. I'll trade you my card for a microphone in case you want to see yourself later. Thanks. Yeah, people were asking about what people are screaming about, and the screams were coming from that Steven Universe booth. They were screaming about some, I don't know, stage show, karaoke, something like that. Top Dog says he just subscribed. Thanks, Top Dog. I appreciate it. And Dale said the super chat came from Wesker562. Thank you very much, Wesker562, for the buck on the super chat. I really appreciate it. Very kind of you. Now, what this guy got here? That's cool.
All the way down.
EM Vlogs asks, how much does a ticket to Comic-Con cost? Depends how long you want to go. 1 day, all 4 days, preview night. I'm going all 4 days. I think it's about $200 to go all 4 days. This booth is called Toink. Linda said she just subscribed. Lightning McQueen asked, when will the live stream start tomorrow? Lightning, I figure somewhere like in the morning, somewhere between 10 to 11. That would be my best guesstimate. Only it's hard to guess because it's hard to figure out just when I get here and when I get in because the traffic downtown is awful. So in that time. I would say if you haven't yet, and a lot of you are subscribing that are new to the stream and the channel, so thank you very much for subscribing. Make sure to also click that bell and turn on notifications. If you turn on notifications, then you will get a notification as soon as my live streams start the rest of the days for the convention. And when this one's done, if you're bored and you just haven't had enough Comic-Con, you can see last year's live streams. You can see last year's best cosplay videos. I got a whole playlist from last year. The Otaku Theory asks, what is the parking situation there? I will say the parking situation here is bad. Bad describes the parking situation. Definitely not good. There is not enough parking. I think parking, so I'm parking at the Hilton Bayfront, and I think I paid about $40 a day for parking.
Welcome to the Beach City stage here at Comic-Con 2019. Woo! All right.
We get enough information around it, and then we just call it out. We just have a page in there around
Question of if I'm going to be out walking outside again this year. I will be, but I think the outside walking, it didn't stream very well last year. So I don't know. We'll see what the bandwidth situation looks like, or if I just do a like a recorded video from outside. This guy's got a big camera. Vapin Jason asks if I can buy him some Funko Pop exclusive. Vapin, the Funko Pop line is huge, so unfortunately I'm not taking requests to buy things. Monopoly asks what I've picked up yet. I've done nothing except live stream since I've got here today, so I have not picked up anything yet since it's the first day of the con. I'll probably get to do my own looking around and picking up once I'm done with the stream and I get some lunch. This is talking about the Marvel Television Live Auction. You can bid online now at some of these original Marvel costumes. Matt Murdock's red Daredevil costume, estimated to be between $30,000 to $50,000. So if you want to get in on a little bit of movie history, you can buy them. propstore.com/Marvel. Yeah, somebody said the board camera. That camera does look like a board camera. Here's the other side of that booth with all the plushies and that big porg.
Because they didn't use
Defiant said he just finished buying red Vegeta and green Yoda Funko Pops. Very cool. Dale asked if there's anything I really want to get at Comic-Con. I don't think there's anything that I'm like... I usually don't come to Comic-Con and like know what I want to buy. I usually just kind of explore and be like, woo, that's something that'd be neat. I like Star Trek, so I often buy Star Trek related stuff. Maybe I need a new Starfleet uniform shirt. This is the Shore Leave collection. It's the Black Squadron helmet from Star Wars. Star Wars and Star Trek is the universe colliding right here in the same booth. We've also got some Ghostbusters ESP test cards for telepathic testing. Oh, people asked earlier about if there's food, and so here is the food, Cafe Express. If you wonder what the food looks like, I think the best thing to get here are the nachos. This guy's got the nachos right there. Some hot dogs. I mean, the food is, yeah, it qualifies as food. But like a personal pizza is $11, a deli sandwich is $10, deli salad is $10, nachos $6.50. Fun guy back there. That's good. Dale asked if there's an In-N-Out inside Comic-Con. There is no In-N-Out burger inside Comic-Con. That is very sad. The Otaku Theory asks if you can bring food inside the convention center. Yes, you can bring your own food and snacks. I know a lot of people do that. And I would say if your goal is to like be in some of the halls all day, like Hall H or Ballroom 20 inside the panels, then that's something where you probably want to bring those things. This is Ruby's Costume Company booth that just sells costumes. Albert asked if there's a soup kitchen. Like just to buy soup? I've not seen a soup kitchen just to buy soup. Somebody keeps saying Riverdale. Did I pass the Riverdale booth that I missed? I don't know. Where is it? Does it have a booth number? Here's Superman, though. That guy's really tall. Carol asked what panels I'll be attending. I haven't really planned it out yet. I usually attend the panels that I can get into. I find if I overplan, I don't get into any of them. But the one panel I do like to attend every year is Kevin Smith. Here's some Harry Potter wands. Max asks if I'm allowed to live stream in Hall H. No, there are no live streams allowed in Hall H. Here's the Grand Heritage Alita Berserker outfit. $150. Lots of. This is the mask section. There's some wrestling masks up there. Of course, this is cute, right? If you watch YouTube, you have kids, you know all about Baby Shark, so you can get a yellow Baby Shark outfit. Max asks if I am cosplaying anybody or if I'm just myself. I'm just myself. I'm a YouTuber right here. A yellow shirt, as always, microphone and earphones, so I can hear myself and I can hear other people. Defiant says, why can't you live stream in Hall H? They do not allow you to live stream in any panels. It's a Comic-Con policy. You would have to ask Comic-Con as to the answer why. I can just tell you what it is. This is some cool artwork in this booth here. This is like sci-fi, Star Trek art. Some art of the various captains from different Star Treks. We've got chief engineers. We've got the doctors.
$50 down.
We've got the first officers.
Done and done. So yeah, so I love it. So I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll
Joe asks if I've been to the Dragon Ball area. I think it's like Tamashii Nations is what does Dragon Ball, and yes, I walked through that booth already a bit, so you can recheck it out with the archive of the live stream. There's more though. There's also Funimation has some Dragon Ball stuff, so I'm gonna get there in like 3 or 4 minutes after I finish this booth on the right. Ooh, this is good cosplay. Somebody asked about best cosplay. I think this is some of the best I've seen so far. It's all good. That's good. Those are some impressive costumes. Yeah, Max says, geez, that's some insane cosplay. It is. These people are really dedicated in their costumes. Cigar says the video is not clear. Yeah, unfortunately, it's the joy of live streams. The video is not as clear as I would want it to be, just because there's so many people here with cell phones, it just doesn't work. Cute thing on her shoulder here.
This? Yes. Circle drop. Watch out, Phil.
Candy asks if I've seen the American Horror Story booth. I have not seen the American Horror Story booth yet. Imaginary Unit says the audio is great though. Hey, that's great to hear. Yeah, I've got a whole new setup this year to do audio with a lapel microphone and a handheld wireless microphone. So I think that's the part I can actually control is the audio. The video is just harder. This is the ABC booth. Alex says the mic is breaking up a little. I guess if I end up in places that are more, like they have more RF, since it's a wireless mic, maybe that breaks up a bit. Also, my battery is getting low, so. Oh, look at this cute doggy. Doggies in cosplay. Robert asks what type of microphone I'm using. I am using a Sennheiser AVX wireless microphone. I'm probably going to do a whole video about my live stream setup that I'm using this year. So if you're subscribed, you can stay tuned for that probably in a couple of weeks if you're curious just about some of that behind the scenes stuff. And thanks for the note that apparently the audio breaking up is exclusively an Alex problem and that it's crystal clear for everybody else. Good to know. Thank you. Here's Hedwig from Harry Potter. Lightning McQueen says his bird is screaming at my live stream. Why is your bird screaming at my live stream? Does your bird not like my live stream or what? I'm gonna go back and get a closer look at this dog. This dog's really cool. Pete says, thanks for the stream. Thanks, Pete. Z Gamer says, how bad are the walkways? The walkways are bad. There are a lot of people in these, walkways. Top Dog says, I almost dropped my tablet because my hands are wet. Hopefully that's because you're enjoying it. There's a question about the walkways. That's how bad the walkways are. They look bad. And the Funko Pop thing that a lot of people ask for, you can see Funko all the way there in the back, which I'll get to Funko tomorrow when I do tomorrow's live stream. This is ABC. Oh my God, it's Stumptown. I can't even get in there. There's so many people. Okay. I said I was going to go check out the Funimation booth, so we'll do that now. Then I'll go see Star Trek if I can get over here. Oh, this is good cosplay too. Look at this. Hi there. How are you?
Doing good. We watched your video.
Oh, right on. That's cool. I've got 366 people on the live stream right now. Would you like to say hi to them?
Hi.
When this light turns green, then the microphone's on, and then they can hear you. They can hear you now. What's your name?
My name is Ricky.
Ricky.
Nicole.
Nicole. Where are you both from?
We're from Florida.
Florida. Is this your first time to Comic-Con?
Yeah, this is our first time. This is our actually how to do and stuff like that.
Right on.
Yeah.
Tell me about your cosplay.
We're Kyoshi Warriors from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, very cool.
And stuff like that. So yeah, this is our first time.
Right on. How are you enjoying Comic-Con so far?
Really good.
It's good.
I like it.
Yeah, we actually been here not that long.
Yeah.
So we just started from the alley because usually back home we go there first, check out the artwork, and we buy a couple of stuff, and then we go out and start checking around.
That's cool. Well, hey, thank you very much. It was great to meet both of you. I love your cosplay. Thank you. So here in the Funimation booth, they've got a lot of DVDs, anime. Dacia says she wants me to go see the CW stuff. And so does Liz. I don't know. What did you see CW? Like, is it near me? Do you know the booth number? Okay, the Funimation booth is kind of boring because it's just DVDs. Hi there. Yeah, I'm Yellow Productions. Hi. What's your name? Kevin. Here's my card. Do you want to be on the live stream? Yeah? Here, when that light turns green, then they can hear you. Is it green? Now it's green.
Hi, YouTube.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Kevin.
Kevin? Is this your first time at Comic-Con?
This is my second time.
Second time. What do you like about Comic-Con?
I like all the comics and stuff.
Yeah. What kind of comics do you like?
I like Batman, like Marvels, Avengers.
Is there anything you're gonna buy this year?
I bought a mystery box.
A mystery box. What was in the mystery box?
Mario stuff.
Right on. Very cool. Are you here for all 4 days or just today?
Just 2 days. 2 days.
2 days. All right. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much. Yeah? And if you want to find yourself later, you're at about 2.5 hours into the live stream.
Oh.
Cool?
Can we take a picture together?
Yeah, you sure can. Here, we're going to take a selfie together. Look up to her camera. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you.
I really like your channel.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Yeah, you're welcome. You too. This is the BBC shop. They got a lot of Doctor Who merchandise here this year. And Funko Pops are totally the thing. They've got the 13th Doctor Who Funko Pop. Last year, a couple of years, like Sherlock was really big, Orphan Black was really big. Juana says BBC sucks, move on. All right, Juana, I'll move on. Over here, they've got Stars. What are they showing at Stars? The Rook? I'm not sure what the Rook is. And we've got someone with a big camera. Okay, this here, this big booth, this is the Nickelodeon booth. Nickelodeon has a really big booth. They got a Chung Chum bucket. Top Dog says my tablet died, so now I have to watch this on my phone now. Hey, well, I'm glad you came back. Yeah, my battery's getting pretty low. I have 1 bar left, so at some point, if this just dies, then, well, that's how you know the live stream is over. But I'm going to keep going until the very, very end. What do we got here? Here we have the art of Emily the Strange. It's a very strange Emily, I must say. Jason says no backup batteries. See, I have a backup battery plugged into right now. So I've gone through the whole cell phone battery, plus a backup battery, plus the battery on the DJI Osmo Mobile. So I've got that plugged in to the phone right now for the live stream. Live streaming takes up an immense amount of battery life. The Otaku Theory says, thank you so much for the live stream. It was awesome. You're welcome, the Otaku Theory. And you know what? I mean, it may hold on a little bit more because I don't know what 1 dot exactly ends up being. So you don't have to count me out yet that I'm completely gone. But if anybody's new on here, since I've made this last announcement, is to make sure you're subscribed. I'll be live streaming all weekend. Tomorrow morning between 10 and 11, I'll be live streaming through the Artist's Alley. So make sure you're subscribed and you hit the bell for notifications so you get the notification when the next one comes up. If you have not liked the live stream yet, please hit the thumbs up. It helps me out. Also, share it with your friends so they can tune in as well to this and future live streams. Okay, somebody said they wanted me to go to Warner Brothers, which was booth 4500. I'm gonna walk that way. Lightning McQueen asks if I'm going to the Walking Dead panel. If I can get into it, if it's easy to get into, but I'm not sure it will be. I have no desire to like camp out. Mrs. Puff's boating school. And Carol says, of course, I'm subscribed for more than a year. Last year's stream for Comic-Con was a blast. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. There's the FX booth. They often have really big stars here that sign. But nobody's here right now. Dacia, what booth number is the CW? But I'm saying that to Dacia because Dacia keeps telling me, please go see the CW stuff. What number is it? I have not seen it yet, so I don't know how to get there. What do we got here? This is cute. Tasty Peach. The whole booth is pink.
Let's just try to get
Is this another cute booth? Furry Feline Creatives. Jerry Pina says, I'm going on Saturday. Can't wait. Right on, Jerry. Marco says, hello from Switzerland. Hello, Marco in Switzerland. People always ask about wrestling stuff, so here's some wrestling stuff for people who love wrestling.
Over here!
And people love aliens. There's a lot of alien stuff here. Star Wars replicas. Star Trek ships, the Enterprise. You can get a Ghostbusters, Ecto-1. There's a lot of Star Trek replicas here. It's the Academy of Art University. I think they're just kicking off their School of Video Game Development, or that's what they're advertising here, at least, for people who want to be artists. This looks like DC here. DC moved this year. They used to be over by Marvel. Now they're on aisle 4500. It's kind of cool. This is making me hungry.
Yeah, but for John.
Right about that, about this.
Dio says, where do I go if I want to take pictures with cosplayers? Like everywhere. The cosplayers are just everywhere in the convention. You don't have to go to like one particular place.
Come on over.
So this is what there. You can get a free print and digital photo, but this isn't working right now. A lot of people said, you did it, you're in WB. Hey, I'm glad I was able to get this here for you guys. And then over here, they got people signing up for the DC Universe member exclusives. If you remember the DC Universe, they're giving...
Welcome everybody to the DC and Warner Brothers booth.
Oh wait, posters, they're loud.
Now appearing, Batman Last Night on Earth and DC metal artist Greg Capullo.
I feel like the DC booth this year has become, honestly, kind of sterile. Like it's white and it's 2 stories. Whenever they do these 2-story booths, nobody can get up on the 2nd story to like see what they're doing. People asked about the Arrow. Hey, and there's CW. I guess it is the DC, CW, and WB all together. The Arrow final season. The Flash.
Look, they have superhero girls.
Seafood Diet says Comic-Con is 1,000 more times busy than Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Yep, sure is.
Yeah, it sure is, as he said.
No, I'm a pass holder.
Very good. What do they got back here? We've got some costumes from The Dark Knight. This is Jim Gordon, Miranda Tate, and Bane over there on the right. That's cool. We've got some more costumes over this way. We got a little thing for DC superhero girls. Buana wants me to go back and look at Bane, so I'll do that before I continue. Well, I'll do that after I finish the whole booth. Anyway, here's some more costumes. These are from Batman Begins. We've got the Scarecrow. We've got Ken Watanabe. And we've got Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent. Hey, he's got one too. This is the Year of the Villain Legion of Superheroes. We got some people talking about graphic arts. DC usually has some panels where the artists talk about their art, which is pretty neat.
So like I said, if you want to see a sample of what we're talking about, we have an amazing collection just around the corner here.
Here's something for Batwoman and Supergirl. David said he sent me a special invite for comp tickets. Comp tickets to what? Thank you. But what is it? Here's some Harley Quinn.
All 100. Never been on display before, never put all together. I don't think anyone actually owns all 100 outside of us. Somebody? There's one person? That's how rare it is. So you can either come over and family see them or find out. We have all 100 of them. And it's amazing with these types of lines. I mean, Joe has been working with DC Collectibles a long time and has, like you said, you were one of the initial artists. Were you the first artist, Alan?
I'm one of the first artists, artists, right? But I'm also one of the first artists ever to do any digital sculpting for DC Collectibles. It was me, Olaf Artfixen, and a brilliant sculptor named Cole Cruz.
Here's some people recording for Televisa.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones también. Eso para presentar todo lo que encuentran.
Can I get a wave from you guys? Right on. That's some great cosplay. Thank you. Here we got some more Batman costumes. We got the Batman in the middle. Strowitz says, hi Chris, how many % left more than 2 hours of streaming are you using LTE or Wi-Fi? I am using LTE. And I don't know, I'm connected into my DJI Osmo Mobile, and I've got, of the 3 lights on it, I've got 1 left. And it's charging my phone too. My phone is down to like 10% battery life, so I don't think it's gonna last a whole lot longer.
You can hang out right here.
Here's the signings at DC. This is Greg Capullo signing right there in the back.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah.
Lightning McQueen says their phone is at 10% too. You've probably been watching a long time, so. Okay, somebody said they wanted to see Bane again. Well, I'm walking that way. There's still more costumes here. Oh, this is cool. There's look, one of the motorcycles from Batman. This is the Bat Pod. And the Catwoman costume. Z-Gamer asked if I'll be there tomorrow. I will definitely be here tomorrow. I'll be live streaming tomorrow about the same time as today. So in the morning, I'll be starting somewhere between 10 and 11 a.m. San Diego time is when I will be starting the live stream.
Still watch my stream. With your friends, just to visit the DC Power Music Running Club booth online there. With your friends, no matter what. Get a bring back Sunday to get a signed by Cons itself.
Death Cheat 666 says just got here. Hey Death Cheat, welcome. You just got here. You're only 2 hours and 45 minutes late to the party, but that's okay because the party comes whenever you join in. Defiant asks if I'm going to stream again today after my phone dies. No, because I don't have enough batteries to charge everything that I need to charge. I've already used my battery in the phone. Okay, there was a question about Bane and his boots. So this is the Bane costume, and this is the boots on Bane. And there's the Bane. There's the Bane mask. David says I should check my Facebook. Okay, David, I'll do that when I'm done streaming.
I've seen your YouTube
videos.
I love it.
Right on. That's cool. Hey, do you want to be on it? Where are you from? What's your name?
San Diego.
Yeah. Here, let me turn this microphone. And when this light. You don't know what to say?
Yeah.
Well, we'll just we'll do it. There we go. All right. What's your name?
My name is Fadin. I'm from San Diego. Again, my name is Fadin. I'm from San Diego, and I here at Comic Con. Been coming here for years and love it. I love your show.
Right on. Thank you.
I've seen all those your shows you have. You know, from coming to Disneyland or Bangkok. I saw the Bangkok.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah. So now Comic Con too. I saw your Comic Con too. They have things to do.
Right on.
At Comic Con.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy it.
How many years have you been coming to Comic Con?
I think it was like 5-6 years now.
Okay. What's your favorite part about it?
Just the costumes, the seeing the movie stars.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Is this guy with you?
Yeah, he's my son.
Come over here, son. What's your name?
Hello, my name's Nakeen.
Nakeen?
Yeah.
How many times have you come to Comic Con?
Probably 5 times.
5 times? And what's your favorite part about it?
The video games.
The video games?
To see the video games that hasn't come out yet, and then I can tell my friends, oh look, I play this game, and it hasn't come out yet, and they'll be like, awesome.
Is there one you're looking for in particular, like this year, like video game, like a certain one that you want
probably
to see?
I don't know, probably something on the Switch. There's like the Ultimate in Marvel over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see that.
Well, very cool. Well, it's a pleasure meeting both of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You always in that yellow shirt.
Yeah, that's right. It's called Yellow Productions. So.
Oh, can I take your picture?
Yeah, you sure can.
I can. Come on. Standing still. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna take a picture. Well, you want to take a picture? We'll do this, and then we'll do one thing. All right. Here, selfie. You want to take one of us?
Yeah. I learned so much from your.
Oh, right on. Cool. Thank you. And everybody who spots me, I always give them a card. So there you go.
Oh my God.
There's a card.
That's
Here,
great.
there's one for you. There's one for you.
Thanks.
All right.
So
Have a
much.
great rest of your Comic Con. Okay. Yeah, Wannabe said favorite comic book. Unfortunately, I was past them, so I don't get to ask them what their favorite comic book is anymore.
I forgot he was behind you.
Street X Gavision asks if I can give the hashtag release the Snyder Cut a plug. So hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Okay, here's the back corner of the DC booth. We've got Lightning McQueen. What booth number is the McFarlane and Hot Toys booth? If you tell me a number, I might be able to go to it. That's cool. All these figurines are in black and white. Thank you.
So everyone knows that Geek is going to go. We want to become a world-class company. Geek is going to be a world-class company. They have to train us. And the other part of the animators, you have to have a contract. And you know, it's amazing. The difference over us.
Here we go. This is the Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles exclusive action figure. Mikey as Batman. Joseph asked if there's any Mortal Kombat figures. Not at the DC booth, and I haven't seen any yet, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. This is kind of a cool booth. Let's see, what is this? This is like, wow, this is neat. These are DC characters as samurai. That's really cool. There's like Robin as a samurai. There's like Batman as a samurai, Batman Ninja. Yeah, I guess there's the big ones, but you can buy small ones too. We've got Superman as a samurai. There's the Flash. There's Green Arrow as a samurai.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Well, it's at Entertainment Earth, and like 2
No, stay with the children.
Tropical HD says, "Hey, Yellow Productions, I just subscribed to you. Keep up the great work." Thanks, Tropical HD. Thanks for subscribing. Anybody who's new, and if you want to stay tuned for all the Comic-Con videos I'll be putting out this weekend, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't, I'll be live streaming tomorrow through Artists Alley and more of the independent vendors. If you haven't hit the like button, definitely hit the like button. And as soon as I'm done here, you'll be able to share it, to share the archive. Well, guys, the time has come. We are at the Funko booth. This is the end of this particular part of the convention center. And what's happened is there are no more batteries left. There are no more batteries left on the phone. And I never like to end these by saying goodbye, because I'm going to see you all in the next live stream. If you want to watch other videos, well, I've got videos from last year, and she tells me I can't stand here, so I'm going to keep walking. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're seeing you. All right, good luck. All right, so thank you all. Won't see you in, won't say goodbye, because I'll see you in the next video.